The heavenly demon peak opens. Demon King Zhuo Yifan sits alone on his throne, basically saying, "Do not disturb, I'm sleepy." The wind howls like a horror movie, his hair whipping wildly. Cool indeed, but clearly something big is about to happen. Dark energy rises in thick waves. One look tells you the final boss is powering up. Suddenly, 7 beams of light descend. The righteous faction arrives in full force like a full-on raid. Zhuo Yifan glances casually. "Oh, you people always look down on the demonic path. So why show up together today?" The other side wastes no time. "Hand over the 9 Nether secret manual, now." Zhuo Yifan freezes for 2 seconds. Wait, how do they know I have the good stuff? Then, the unexpected twist arrives. A disciple steps forward from behind him. A fatal strike lands, seemingly sending Zhuo Yifan straight to the afterlife. Just as he is about to wipe out his enemies, a supreme being appears. A holy figure descends from the heavens, radiating overwhelming divine power. Boom! The demon emperor vanishes, and the secret manual disappears with him. The demon emperor's soul drifts, floating silently in the air. The night was pitch black. Bodies lay scattered across the forest. One glance was enough to know a full-scale battle had just ended. Boom! An explosion shattered the silence. A young man jolted upright, like a corpse suddenly brought back to life. But Zhuofan sat frozen, as if his mind had just rebooted. Wait, is this my body? Wolves rushed toward him, eager to test the strength of the boy who had just returned from death. Zhuofan slowly turned his head, eyes sharp as blades, a gaze that clearly said he's not someone to mess with. A wolf mid-charge suddenly froze, its instincts screaming danger, then turned and fled as if it had never dared approach. Just as silence returned, a desperate cry for help echoed through the air. Without hesitation, Zhuofan moved. One palm struck a guard's head, beginning to drain his life force. The guard panicked, realizing something was terribly wrong. Who are you?" The demon emperor replied calmly. "You guessed right. I am the demon emperor, Zhuo Yifan." The guard's fear turns into agony. His face twists like someone who just received a massive electricity bill. Moments later, the guard is reduced to a dry skeleton. Zhuo Fan sits down and begins refining the energy, preparing for an upgrade. Inside his body, it feels like a raging flood. Dark energy surges wildly in every direction. Zhuo Yifan stands up, casually testing his newfound strength. One punch, and a massive rock shatters like a cookie. Good. This body is no longer weak. From nothing, straight to the 5th layer of foundation establishment, in just one night. And that's not all. He can already use high-grade energy without progressing step by step. But peace never lasts, screams echo once again. Zhuofan instantly becomes alert, shifting into full predator mode. On the left, members of the Luo clan guard their young lady and young master. On the right, the enemy faction, led by the Luo clan's own steward. Zhuofan thinks, got it. An insider opened the gates for the enemy. But after thinking it over, better stay out of this. I'm still weak, no need to attract trouble. Zhuofan turns around, planning a quiet exit. But after only 2 steps, a sudden sharp pain strikes his heart. The worst possibility flashes through his mind, a cultivation backlash. Becoming crippled before even growing stronger, the thought alone sends chills down his spine. Zhuo Yifan rises slowly, confusion in his eyes. What is happening to me? He quickly regains composure. It's not the technique. It's a lingering heart demon. After examining himself carefully, he realizes the issue doesn't come from him, but from the body's previous owner. The original Zhuofan was merely a loyal servant, utterly devoted to the Luo clan. Even at death's door, he clung to one obsession: protect the Luo clan at all costs. And so, Demon Emperor Zhuo Yifan becomes bound by that lingering will. The demon emperor sighs inwardly. Of all obsessions, why leave behind such troublesome duty? Revenge would have been simple, but no, I'm forced to protect an entire clan. While he is still thinking, his presence is suddenly discovered. A sharp shout rings out. Who's there? Show yourself! Stepping out from the bushes, Zhuofan appears between the two opposing sides. Steward's son sneers coldly. So it's you. Still alive, are you? He turns to threaten the young lady. Hand over the manual, or don't blame me for what happens next. The guards immediately step forward. If you want to harm the young lady, you'll have to go through us first. The young lady declares firmly, even in death, I will never hand it over. Watching from the side, Zhuo Fan thinks quietly. All this, just for a single manual. They're willing to risk their lives? But reality strikes hard. A bandit suddenly charges straight toward Zhuo Fan. The young lady shouts angrily, You won't even spare someone uninvolved? Steward's son replies coldly, Refuse to hand it over, and one more death means nothing. The bandit raises his blade, waving it mockingly in front of Zhuo Fan with a cruel grin. Zhuo Fan remains still, but his mind calculates at lightning speed. Zhuo Fan glances at him. 7th layer of foundation establishment, manageable. Then boom! A powerful elbow strike slams directly into the bandit's chest. The blade drops. Zhuo Fan catches it in a split second. He spins, slash, one clean strike, precise and efficient. Blood sprays through the air like a slow-motion battlefield scene. The entire exchange ends in less than 2 seconds. The battlefield freezes. The bandits stare in shock. What just happened? The Luo clan guards gasp. Is that really Zhuo Fan? Without hesitation, Zhuo Fan dashes straight toward the young lady. He lifts the young master with one arm and pulls the young lady with the other. Move! The enemies snap back to reality. What? He's taking them away. Steward's son roars. Chase them! Steward's son sneers coldly. Once you're all dead, they won't escape anyway. Just as they try to pursue, the guards block their path. Want to pass? Step over our dead bodies first. The captain of the guards watches Zhuo Fan leave, speaking with confidence. Before, maybe not, but now it's different, because Zhuo Fan is with them. One sentence, filled with absolute trust. The young lady snaps back to her senses. Wait, we can't just leave them behind. Zhuo Fan drops her beside a tree, as casually as tossing a sack of dirt. Zhuo Fan asks calmly, If we go back, can you win? Zhuo Fan concludes, Then what's the point of going back? Keep moving. At that moment, the young master shouts, You dog servant! How dare you speak to your master like that? The young master continues, Apologize now, or I'll have you beaten senseless. Zhuo Fan looks at him, smiles faintly, then pulls him over his knee. Smack! 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 A flawless spanking combo lands instantly. The young lady fumes. How dare you? Zhuo Fan replies calmly, Better than all of you, acting proud while standing on death's doorstep. He adds coldly, If you want to die, fine, but don't drag me down with you. Anger flares up again, yet she can't argue back, because he's right. Zhuo Fan turns away. Answer quickly. Is there somewhere nearby to hide? Still annoyed, she answers, There's a mist forest nearby. Hardly anyone dares to enter. Zhuo Fan nods. Good, we're going there. Then orders, Carry your brother and lead the way. The young lady protests. Wait, who exactly is the master here? Yet she still walks ahead, too proud to refuse. The trio enters the mist forest. Beautiful like heaven. But one wrong step means death. Luo Yunshang worries about getting lost. Zhuo Fan calmly studies the terrain. Everyone fears Black Wind Mountain. Zhuo Fan just smiles. A place this good, too valuable to ignore. While others think about escaping, he's already planning a future base. With danger closing in, Zhuo Fan asks for all the spirit stones to set up his plan. Luo Yunhai tries to argue. One glance from Zhuo Fan shuts him up instantly. After taking the stones, Fan dashes into the mist, leaving the siblings completely confused. Moments later, the sky darkens. Ghostly cries echo across the forest. Fan walks out, breathing heavily, like he just reshaped the battlefield. He has set up a powerful formation, and casually hands control to the young lady. Hearing this, Luo Yunshang is stunned. Something priceless, treated like everyday equipment. While everyone thinks about running, Fan says calmly, "Stay here. Soon, they'll walk straight into our trap." Fan teaches hand seals non-stop, fest-like rap lyrics. Luo Yunshang can barely keep up. Every time she loses focus, he snaps, "Focus!" making the atmosphere tense and awkward. Strangely, even in danger, she feels safer relying on him. Meanwhile, Steward's son tracks their trail, bringing hostages along, classic veteran villain tactics. Upon arrival, he finds Fan napping under a tree, like a host waiting for guests, not a fugitive. Fan opens his eyes and greets them calmly, instantly putting everyone on guard. Then comes the twist. Fan offers to hand over the siblings in exchange for a place at Blackwind Mountain. Everyone freezes in shock. His former allies can't believe what they're hearing. Fan says casually, "Times change. Survival comes first." He even provides a guiding red thread, organized so perfectly that Steward's son follows despite his doubts. Both sides smile while staying cautious, each secretly plotting. The group enters the mist, unaware of who the real prey is. Fan leads the way with ease, while Steward's son stays close behind, afraid of losing him. When they reach the center, Fan suddenly stops, a clear sign something is about to change. He says calmly, "I'll send you off here." Instantly, the atmosphere turns uneasy. Steward's son reacts instantly and strikes forward to seize him. But his attack hits only a wooden decoy. A perfect deception. The real Fan had already disappeared. At that moment, Fan's voice echoes from the void, like a hidden boss revealing himself. The white mist slowly turns red, and the forest transforms into a deadly domain. Only then does Steward's son realize the danger isn't the forest, but a formation trap. Facing such power for the first time, his confidence finally begins to crumble. Outside the formation, Luo Yunshang controls everything, still stunned by what she holds. Fan stands beside her, expression cold, and gives a single command, "Kill." The order falls, red mist turns black, and the forest becomes a living nightmare. The bandits see nothing, hearing only ghostly wails as fear shatters their resolve. Killing intent invades their minds. Before battle even begins, they collapse one by one. Fan chants an incantation and directly takes control of the formation. Luo Yunshang is instantly forced out of the formation. She tries again, but now she is merely an outsider, unable to interfere. Fan sits at the center like a final boss, drawing in all the energy. Thousands of dark spirits rush into his body like a swarm unleashed. His cultivation rises non-stop, at an unbelievable speed. A powerful burst erupts within him, breaking his limits, entering the chi-gathering realm. Once finished, he releases the dark energy back, erasing every trace. The black mist fades away, and the forest returns to normal. When questioned, Fan calmly replies, the formation had a minor issue. His demonic cultivation remains hidden to avoid being hunted. Commander Pang realizes the truth and immediately kneels in apology. Fan humbly gives all the credit to the young miss. Luo Yunshang understands, and the way she looks at him begins to change. Commander Pang is deeply moved, believing the Luo family will soon rise again. Fan simply smiles, because the greatest winner, from beginning to end, has always been him.